Feast or famine to cure fatness? Which way to fatlessness would you choose to manage your weight and live an overall healthy and happy life? Hi, my name is Keala Ngay, and today I'm going to talk about intermittent fasting and how it is effective in weight loss, improving insulin levels to prevent diabetes or manage diabetes, and how it helps to keep our cells healthy and vibrant through a process called autophagy. Have any of you tried to lose weight through exercise, through restrictive diets that force you to change your eating habits, make you eat less of foods that you like, eat more of foods that you really don't care for, not to mention the hundreds of diets that are out there, like the cabbage soup diet, the Mediterranean diet, both diets that are very restrictive and they tell you exactly what to eat. Weight Watchers Reimagined, Jenny Craig, and Noom, a diet app that starts with a personal assessment, spits out a regimen, and promises weight loss if followed. And a popular one, the keto diet, another restrictive diet that consists of low carbs and replacing it with fat like bacon. Interestingly enough, while all of these diets call for eating, intermittent fasting is the total opposite. You famine or starve. I'll be the first to admit I am no nutritionist. In contrast, my career spans over 35 years in finance and accounting and occupational safety, not to mention 30 years of marriage and parenting 4 wonderful children that, in a nutshell, has caused me to put on some extra pounds. In a few minutes, I'll be talking to you about how intermittent fasting can control weight gain, how intermittent fasting can control diabetes through insulin management, and last, I will talk about autophagy, a process that our body naturally undergoes to keep our cells renewed, detoxed, and in turn keeps us healthy. Let's start with intermittent fasting. According to Chef Sky, intermittent fasting, also known as IF, is a popular approach where you intentionally choose your periods of eating and your periods of fasting. What is obesity? Obesity is considered a disease caused by excessive accumulation of fat that presents a risk to your health. The world is getting fatter. More than 40% of the adults in the United States are obese, almost 3 times more than compared to 1980. Why? America became a nation of snackers, and probably because it started in 1960, where it was believed to be healthier to eat more smaller portion meals throughout the day. Americans became nibblers, who constantly ate, quite the opposite if we went back 12,000 years during the agriculture era, where we hunted and gathered food, normally on empty bellies. There are many types of intermittent fastings. I will talk about 2 of them. The 16-8 approach, which is an extension of your nightly fast, which range from 12 to 6 hours of fasting between dinner and breakfast. The second, the 24-hour approach, which literally means having no meals for 24 hours. Now remember, during your fasting period, it's always recommended to stay hydrated by drinking no or low calorie beverages like water, tea, and for me, an avid coffee drinker, black coffee is allowed. How does intermittent fasting work? Our bodies put a lot of work when it comes to processing food. When we eat, food is broken down into macro and micronutrients via digestive enzymes. Carbs like rice and starchy vegetables get broken down into glucose to be absorbed into our bloodstream and utilized for energy with the help of insulin. When our cells don't use the glucose or sugar from the food which we eat, it gets stored in our liver and muscles as glycogen. When our bodies are in calorie surplus, which really means consuming more calories than we burn, any leftover fuel gets stored in our fat cells as fat. In between meals and when we are first fasting, as long as we aren't snacking, our bodies will utilize glycogen and stored fat for energy. Truth be told, we all intermittent fast on a daily or nightly basis, and we don't even know it. If you're a person that gets 8 to 10 hours of night sleep, you are fasting. Now that you know how the intermittent fasting controls weight gain, let's take a look at how it controls diabetes through insulin management. What is insulin? When you eat, your body breaks down your food. The glucose and sugar goes into your bloodstream. Insulin hormones that tells your cells to accept the delivery of glucose to use as fuel. In closing, the best way to increase insulin sensitivity and decrease insulin resistance, which allows cells to absorb glucose, happen with intermittent fasting. And finally, let's move on to autophagy, a process that our body naturally undergoes to keep ourselves vibrant and healthy. When we fast, we are basically giving our body time to rest and repair. Autophagy is the process our cells go through to remove waste and dysfunctional cells to help our body clean out, detox, regenerate new, healthier cells. Increased autophagy not only helps to clean out or detox our cells, it also plays a role in protecting us from other diseases like neurodegenerative diseases, cancer, inflammatory, and cardiovascular diseases. I hope you were able to take away something about intermittent fasting. I covered 3 main points: how intermittent fasting has proven to be very effective in weight loss, how it improves insulin levels that help prevent or manage diabetes, and how it helps to keep our cells healthy. If you find yourself looking at different diets and wonder which approach would work for you, remember this catchphrase: do I wish to feast or famine? Thank you.